I think I'm finally ready to talk to you about my worst read of 2026 and possibly of all time, and that accolade goes to Shy Girl by Mia Ballard. I just wanted to try and structure this video so that way I'm not rambling and talking forever, but I don't know how possible that is for me. So the first part of this video is going to be about how I came across the book, and then I want to talk to you about the author's controversies and why I don't really want to support them anymore. And then lastly, I just want to talk to you about the actual quality and writing of this book, because I, like everyone else, can't for sure prove that this is AI written or AI assisted. However, I can prove to you that the writing is not good and not worth your time or money. So to start with, I clearly have a book buying problem, and I love reading about feminine rage and any sort of feminine horror books, extreme horror. It's kind of right up my alley, and I'm also an artist, so I really adored this book cover, like a lot. I was like, oh my god, I need to have this in my collection. Slay! I go onto a bookstore website and I go and look up Shy Girl, and it is available for sale on, at the time, indigo.ca or whatever, and I like click on it, but the cover art is not available. So technically I am buying in blind faith Mia Ballard's book and hoping that I'm getting the cover art that has been seen everywhere on Book Talk. I'm thinking, please let it be the right one. Please, 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 please. And it was. And I kind of got it, and I was like, Mama's looking a little fuzzy. It's looking a little weird. And another thing about me is I have time. I wanted to know what is going on with this cover. Was Mia just not happy with it anymore? Was it just getting a redesign just because? And sure enough, I learned that the author, Mia Ballard, just took this art apparently off of Pinterest without permission and any sort of compensation to the original artist, Wynne Lewis. And that, as an artist, did not tickle my pickle. It actually irked my gurk. I was like, that's not cool. And it did genuinely leave a bad taste in my mouth. I think Wynne Lewis has since been compensated and everything, but for someone to just use someone's art without permission genuinely left a bad taste in my mouth, and I was like, I don't want to read this. So then I didn't read it, and I regretted buying it. So it stayed on my shelf for months and months and months. So in addition to the cover art that Mia Ballard used without permission from Wynne Lewis, there's also speculation that her book Sugar is using AI art. And when you really look at it and you pay attention, I wouldn't be surprised if it was AI art. And I never liked that cover because genuinely I thought it was ugly, and I was in the minority of that. And seeing people say that it looks like AI art, it kind of made me feel vindicated, because I was like, I didn't like that cover and I couldn't explain why. But anyway, so that's 2 strikes against Mia Ballard for me. But then I go on in NetGalley and see that the re-release of Shy Girl is available to request as an ARC. I don't do that because I don't want to make my requested books go up and then my feedback get lower, because it's already only at like 55%. But then I saw some other people saying that it was actually very, very good. And then I saw a YouTube video that was 3 hours long about how it could be potentially AI slop. And then I thought, you know what? I have time, like always. I'm gonna read this book and then just figure out my own opinion for myself. And that I did. I initially was so confused as to how this book got any praise whatsoever, and then I thought to myself, everyone has blind spots and nobody is perfect. We all want indie authors, especially POC indie authors, to succeed. We want feminine rage to succeed. We want our favorite genres to be good. It can create a blind spot where we're not really reading with our eyes like wide open. And also, if I didn't go into this book with my guard up, I think I could have also succumbed to the almost syrupy, sticky like writing that almost fools you into thinking that it's good. But if you genuinely read a sentence out loud, you will break that spell. It is so bad. And I'm going to talk to you about why I didn't like the book now. To summarize, this book is about a woman that gets kidnapped by an affluent rich man, and eventually, the longer she's with him, she just turns into a dog, and then at the very end of it, the man gets his comeuppance. That's what the feminine rage is. And apparently she also has OCD. I am now just going to talk about the writing. The writing, when I was reading, decided to, for some reason, torture myself. And I tried to count every single simile because there were several on almost every single page, and also sharp. Everything in this woman's life is sharp. And I didn't even bother counting the other repetitive things like edges. Everything has edges, or they don't have edges, and everything is just jagged, and everything is just against her ribs, and she's humming a lot and everything. And the similes are so bad. The similes are what made me realize that this is a bad book and that it doesn't make any sense. And I actually just want to read to you some of the similes that Mia Ballard uses in an attempt to seem poetic and deep, and you'll realize it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. And the formatting. I hope that the re-release, the formatting was fixed, because this book is formatted so poorly. It looks like she just slapped this together as almost like a individual study project in high school. It's an insult that I paid like money for this. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm now going to read some of the similes that were the worst of the worst, and also possibly like other things. Okay. When I glance in the mirror, my reflection looks stripped down, utilitarian. I feel like I've stepped outside myself, like I'm preparing a mannequin for something it won't remember. The flat iron hums in my hand like a living thing, accusatory in its heat. Do you understand? His voice sharpens, cutting through the haze. And then, again, on the same page, approval, gentle but sharp-edged like a blade wrapped in silk. And then, just on the very same kind of page here, the sound lingers, stretching thin and sharp like the light overhead, which now feels too bright, too watchful, a pressure I can't escape. It waits for me like a familiar ache. Like a, I feel like I'm not even speaking English anymore. Like a sharper, sharp. Okay. Basically, I think you're getting my point. Oh, and she also mentions a second skin like 1,000 times. Well, not 1,000 times. But by the way, this is just one page away. Nathan's voice, like a blade, slipping between my ribs. Like a hand. Extension of my skin. A second skin. Like, I went crazy reading this. I did. And then this, okay. I don't know if you can see, but everything I've circled, and I've probably missed some, is just the amount of times sharp was used. Sharp was used at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, in addition to cutting, edges, edge, cut, edges. I can't make this up. Needless to say, I don't think this book is well written. I don't think it's worth your time. I don't think the author is someone that you should support, because clearly they have no problem taking someone's art and using it without the permission. It looks like they also use AI art as well, allegedly, and then also the writing's just really bad, regardless of AI usage or not. And that's my thoughts and opinions about Shy Girl by Mia Ballard. Read at your own discretion. Maybe you'll get a different number of the usages of sharp, because mine was, I think, 130. I don't know. Maybe you'll find more, because I clearly blacked out. Anyway, thank you for your time, and if you're still here, wow. Okay, bye.